Listen up, skanks. I have some good gossip for you. So, Kate and Bianca, obviously both, like, pretty or whatever, but also rich, and members of Kappa Kappa Tau had a giant, disastrous fallout the other day. Total madhouse, and I know everything that happened. So, Kate and Bianca's dad has this, like, really weird rule where if Bianca wants to date, then Kate has to date also, but, like, obviously Kate is kind of a crazy bitch, so nobody wants to date her. So I've heard that Kate's standards are too high and Bianca's standards are way too low, just like the neckline of her shirts, but you didn't hear that from me. Anyways, if you want to know why Kate ran out of their spring fling last week at Kappa Kappa Tau, I'll tell you. Well, I heard from some other sorority sisters that Kate called Bianca a useless little skank, and that Bianca called Kate a stuck-up bitch, and this whole little argument that they got into resulted in Kate tying up Bianca with her extra extensions. Anyways, in this Snapchat video that I got sent by one of the sorority sisters, you can literally hear Bianca begging Kate and being like, Kate, don't you have half a brain? Like, tying me up isn't gonna make you any prettier, and all the stress of this is gonna give me wrinkles. Just let me go and I'll do whatever you want. And Kate was like kind of ignoring her in the video until she said, like, well, just tell me then who you're gonna take to the spring fling, or are you leading everyone on like the little attention whore you are? And it just kept getting worse. Bianca kind of dodged the question, which was super shady, but eventually she caved and she was all like, well, there's not really any guy that's worth getting cut off for, and there's no man that's worth my black card. And then Kate was like, oh my god, don't be useless and a liar. That's a bad look for you. But like, I think a worse look was when she got banged sophomore year. The video cuts off when her dad shows up with this guy named Peter, and I'll give you a little background gossip on that because he's kind of important. What Kate doesn't know, and trust me, she doesn't know a lot, is that Bianca told her friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell her father that Kate really likes this guy, Peter. But Kate doesn't really know him that well at all. Long story short, this Peter guy is going to cause all sorts of trouble because Bianca convinced her dad that Kate is playing coy and really, really loves him and just doesn't want to give up her image of being a stuck-up bitch. But Bianca's only doing all of this so that she can date whoever she wants. So my friend who like lives at the Kappa house told me that once Peter showed up, everything straightened up all quick like, and like, sure, Peter's a good looking guy, but he's like nobody to write home about or touch up your lip gloss for. Plus, I've heard that he's a con artist and a thief. But he can flirt, so that makes the story interesting enough. So like, between you and me, we both know Peter's like totally full of himself. Whether or not he's a thief, I don't know, but he's totally full of himself. So you just know he walked into that meeting with Kate super duper douchey. And Kate obviously didn't have that, but before that they could continue to get into it and keep fighting in circles and circles and circles, the dad told Kate to just give it a rest because he already said that Kate couldn't come on their family vacation unless Peter came too, because he's really just trying to get Kate to settle down because he never thought she'd find anyone. So this little charade has been going on for a few weeks. They have been fighting non-stop. I even saw them get into a fight on the quad about some stupid bet or something. I mean, like, I always took Peter for the type to gamble because he's an idiot and a thief, but I didn't know Kate would get into that. This is the best part. So my roommate that morning heard Kate and Peter talk about how apparently she had picked an outfit for him that she'd spent a ton of money on. And Peter's known to be kind of flaky, so she made him promise that he'd show up on time in that outfit. But when spring fling rolled around, he showed up in beer-stained cargo shorts and a polo shirt. And he smelled like some other girl's cheap perfume. Kate lit up. I mean, it was insane. She was screaming. She was throwing things. Like, it was terrible. I mean, it was terrible. Like, whatever. I guess that's your fault for falling for a douche. And I kind of foresaw it coming, but that doesn't mean it wasn't entertaining to watch. And anyways, tits for brains Bianca didn't even end up getting to date that guy Cameron she liked. So I guess it all blew up in everyone's face.